is. Let's go. Are you ready, Mana? Then let us set forth for the reckoning. Having come this far, I know everyone's resolve is beyond doubt, so I'll only say this. Within that dead sun swirls the emotions that Medion has hoarded, the emotions of innumerable souls who strove for happiness but failed. As it was with the denizens of Ultima Thule that barred our way, it is not for us to rebuke and admonish. 'Tis not by passing judgment on the tragic legacies of others that we arrived at this moment. Rather, it was by opening our hearts to their despair, by understanding and acknowledging their fates while still refusing to share in them ourselves, to hold fast to hope, not in ignorance, but by choice. Should you struggle to do so, I am here to help, as you have all helped me. I... The dead ends. Just so you know, Mana, I won't try to keep up with you in the coming battle. No, I mean to surpass you. If there's anyone who needs to keep up, it's Estinian. I'm not joking. Both Alvino and I have worked hard and come far. It's time we set our sights higher. So you'd better watch out, else you'll find yourself in my wake. I am returned thanks to you, but we still have work to do if we are to make our promise a reality. Having you show me the sights in Ishgard, then regaling me with your greatest adventures, then embarking on a new adventure together. For these things and more I will fight. What? Could there possibly be an adventure greater than this one? Of course! So long as you desire it and dare to take the first step, there is absolutely no limit. So, the moment of reckoning is finally upon us. I must say, when I pledged myself to your cause, never did I imagine that it would bring me to the very edge of existence. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. After casting aside vengeance and shedding my title and duty, I found myself wanting for a purpose, and journeying with you. There has been nary a dull moment. In the course of it all, I feel as though I have found a new place for myself, and a welcome opportunity to see how much the boy has grown. I owe you a debt, but as you can guess, I've ever preferred to express my gratitude through action rather than word. My lance is yours. It seems our arms and armor are in order, as is our personal effects. Most importantly, we have each other. We need only finish what we came here to do. Avert the end, for Minfilia, for Reen, for all who aspire to live. Thus far, we have encountered recreations of some few stars. Doubtless they account for but a fraction of the innumerable worlds to whose fall Medion did bear witness. Rolling with torment, the dead sun is forsooth oblivion's prophecies. It shall be no small coup to breach this nexus of despair. And yet, as this vista doth prove, where there is hope, there is a way. So let us press forward together, as e'er we have, and find our way unto victory. As Alphino says, everyone's resolve is beyond doubt. Yet ere we set forth, there is a thought to which I must give voice. While you were in Elpis, I understand that people assumed you were a familiar. In contrast, those phantoms we encountered in the recreated Amarot regarded us as children. As people, albeit knave and immature, the discrepancy, I posit, is a reflection of their creator's perspective. Having spent aeons among sundered men, perhaps he came to acknowledge us, even if only subconsciously. With Emet gone, we may never learn the truth, but I will not suffer this and countless other mysteries to go unsolved. Our journey will not end this day. Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus created these flowers from our hopes. If so, mine and Alice shall live on here. The hope that you will find happiness at journey's end. So let us go, Mana, and see this tale to its conclusion.
I stand ever ready.
Right then.
Victory will be ours!
I don't know who to choose!
Right then.
Victory will be ours!
Okay. It's chosen.
Right then.
I chose it at random. Oh, but wait, Y'shtola's been here with me since the beginning? Oh my god. Y'shtola, it has to be Y'shtola. This is so hard. Let's go!
So you are finally here, in this place between death and rebirth, where life knows no dawn. Come then. Follow me down into the darkest depths of despair. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered.
Why do you ask such a question? Do you not see the plague and pestilence that consumes us? Ours is a world of rancid blood and rotting flesh, where death is the only remedy to suffering. There is no meaning to be found in such misery. But it was not always thus. Beneath the waves, we knew only peace and plenty. We wanted for naught and yet craved more, that our progeny might someday flourish as we never could. Eventually we ventured to the lands above the flame and iron, toppling any who dared oppose our might. The world was ours for the taking.
Until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
There.
This world is not the boundless paradise we were promised. Our population quickly outstripped the habitable land, while seas we thought we would shine forever, blue, ran dry. Spoiled in forging the tools of conquest, cramped homes turned to squalor, and then came the sickness, our undoing, and the final blessing the Tsar has to offer. We are no longer the fools we once were. Wheresoever life goes, death will follow. Indeed, existence is but the most painful path into nothingness, and the wise embrace their obliteration wholeheartedly.
Those who lived and festered. Those who died and decayed.
Damn it all!
My thanks.
And the very last of them wished they had never been born at all. In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease before destroying the selfsame lives it had saved. Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost.
The otherworldly beings should first grace us with their presence as a sign. Indeed, they understand that we, the global community, are possessed of the wisdom and compassion needed to guide this star back to the path of righteousness. Yet the freedom fighters dare to undermine us, inviting chaos to disrupt the order we labor so hard to build. They have forgotten the history of this star and its once myriad nations. The wars waged, the countless lives lost. They must be brought to heel, a world united under a single standard, no matter the cost.
They tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
We constructed the Peacekeeper, the pinnacle of engineering and technology. This mighty war machine was designed to rid us of the freedom fighters, as well as any other potential threats to the peace we have so long pined for. Its artificial intelligence ensures that this singular function is carried out with cold and calculating precision. Indeed, the 10,000 Peacekeeper units we created have now routed every threat to peace, including us. All that remains is to stand and fight.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer.
Whoa.
Farther still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
Us.
A curious traveler visited our star, a bird which proffered these questions. What meaning does life hold? For what do you strive? I could find no satisfactory answers, only bittersweet memories of an age-long past. There was a time when we were lesser, and in our nescience sought purpose, struggled to justify life's worth. That was, of course, before we achieved perfection. Now, condemned to our paradise, we understand the fatuity of existence. Like the fledglings we once were, the poor bird could not accept the truth. It asked us again and again, hoping perhaps our answer might change.
What its people had gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
Oh.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts. Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was beautiful.
You cannot stop us!
I will not hold back.
Something special for you.
Bathed in its golden glow, They all slept happily ever after.
Away with you!
Allow me.
Gloves are off. I will not hold back.
That you still stand. Your determination defies all reason. The souls within me writhe and recoil in your presence. What must I do? What pain must I visit upon you to make you surrender to despair?
No one is unbreakable. What pains one may weather may bring another to tears. But therein lies our strength. For when we fall, our brothers and sisters are there to raise us up, again and again, without end.
I see. But no matter how much hope exists, ever will there be more despair. Ever will the living curse the present and lament the future. So shall sin until life ceases to be.
seven hells.
On your guard.
The rage. It rises. Rises.
Stop! Calm yourself, please.
We die in pain. We die in suffering. Who are you to live? Who are you to hope?
Hold on, my friends.
Oriange, watch out!
Alphino!
We cannot comprehend. We cannot know. We cannot know!
Don't, please! Don't do this to them! To yourself!
Just one good strike. What?
Stop! Please stop!
We will not suffer alone. All will know our pain.
No, you don't!
All are washed in ice, a frozen waste, forever silent.
Wait! Don't!
Oh my god. No, my friends! No! I want to fight with my friends!
You gifted them escape and rendered yourself powerless. Bereft of the synergy you claim is your strength. Unless you need to call upon the dead once more. Defiant to the last, but you will be one with us ere long. You will be battered and torn and made to crawl. You will weep and wail and curse your impotence. Curse your life as it fades. As we did. As we died. Such pain and sorrow we felt. Such anguish and rage. We tried. We tried. But it was no use. Only when we surrendered did we find release. Only when we embraced death. So join us in despair and embrace yours.
I'm so
My
scared.
ultimatum. What is happening?
So scared of Xenos popping in right now. Like him just showing up. That is Xenos and I'm terrified. Oh my god. Shin! Shinryu! Don't be on my side. Don't team up with me. Please don't team up
At
with
the
me.
end of everything, I find you, my friend.
Excuse
I
me?
saw something in you once, as you did in me. When at last I understood what it was, I journeyed to Sharlayan to seek you out. Struck a bargain with the woman who shares your gift. In exchange for lending the Scions my aid, I was given the means to come hither.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. This is too much. This is too far. This is too far.
Gorging upon what remained of the Mother Crystal, I reclaimed the form of the dragon. And, hungry still for our reunion, I rode the light of the stars to you. I take it this is your prey. But why does it still live? Surely it is no match for you. I assumed you would be above something so banal as despair. Am I mistaken? And I'd rather not kill it. Nay, I would have preferred that we enjoy a private reunion. So come! Let us dispense with this distraction, you and I!
You struggle in vain. You will not silence our song of oblivion.
Here we go.
You will never reach it. Will never reach the deliverance you seek.
fate ends this day. There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Even stars must die. Utterly futile. Your suffering is at an end. This is a kindness. All of us have known despair. We have seen the end. The same end. Again and again. A sorrow so deep only emptiness remains. Tis so lonely between the stars. We have seen the end. The same end. Again and again. This is a kindness. All of us have known despair. Even stars must die. If there is no happiness in life, there is only one place it may be found. Oblivion. Dynamis. No matter. You only delay the inevitable. This is fate. Your time has come. It always does.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, let's go.
What is this defiance? No. The hatred, the pain, the loss. We cannot suffer it again.
We will stand against fate.
No matter the cost.
We've been here before. Many a time.
Thus do we know.
To never give up.
The hope will shine again.
What we saw. What I saw. This can only end in misery and desolation. No life, no star, nor the universe itself. None should hope for better.
Okay, that was good.
Was not the answer. Then what is it? Where lies happiness?
Okay. Okay, that was great. That was great. That was good. That was really good. Wow. That was good. All right. I suppose that's the end, unless Xeno says a surprise. He doesn't. But let me dream. Let's beat Endwalker. Let's finish this. Let's bury this expansion. Xenos.
No matter where we flew, there was only darkness and loneliness and pain. We couldn't find the answers Hermes yearned for. The answers he deserved. Greetings, you who are my final encounter. I wish to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends? Yes, I can see them. The memories of a long, long journey. So many people. The thoughts of them overflowing in your heart. What they live for. What gives their lives meaning. There was never a single answer. You gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. Then start again. On and on it goes, until death takes you into its gentle embrace. That which Hermes sent us to find was there all this time, on Atheris. Like a field of flowers, perhaps. At first a single blossom. It spreads and takes on more colors. Thank you for guiding me here. To find these words at journey's end fills me with joy. And so, before I fall forever silent, there is one thing I must do. No expression of regret will undo what my sisters and I have done, or restore what we have stolen. But if you would allow it, I would sing one last song. A song of the newfound joy that swells in my heart. Of the beauty of light when it shines across a dark and starless sea. Of a dream that from the soil of worlds now lost to sorrow, life will spring forth once more, nourished by gentle rains and caressed by uplifting winds. A song of hope. One day, life fulfill the universe again. And Hermes will see this and smile. How, I do not know. But I do know that where there is a will, there is a way. After all, miracles happen every day, do they not? I will create a path back to your ship, where your dear friends await. Hold in your heart your desire to return to them, then follow my lead and walk forth. That hope will surely guide you true.
You mean to return to the world where you are hailed as a hero. Hear me then. Not as a hero, but as simply you. As I learned in Alamigo, you are a formidable foe. Stronger than any I have faced. Against you, I need bring my all to bear. I need burn through the candle of my life. This is the sole pleasure I know. And it is the sole pleasure I have to share. And so I come before you to issue challenge and offer singular bliss. If you wish to walk away, I will not stop you. You value life. You do not burn yours save for reasons you deem worthy. Reasons such as those which brought you here. The salvation of a world and its people. The motives of a hero true. But there is more to you than that. You know this to be true. As surely as you know the thrill of pushing your body and soul to their limits. Of confronting ever mightier foes, dancing ever closer to the precipice, wondering if this will be the one to finally fill the void. Such pleasures you seek for their own sake, and no other reason. Is this not so, adventurer?
You please tell me you're gonna let me have my Xenos fight at the very end, like an actual fight, not like a cutscene.
So you would still play the hero. No matter. In acceptance, you betray your deception. You know full well what we are and what we seek. To shine incandescent in death's shadow.
Okay. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes! Let's go! Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm just gonna G-pose for a bit. I'm feeling better. But I can't squander this. I need to G-pose. Okay. Enough fun. Enough fun. Okay, I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him. I swear. I'm gonna fight him. Let's go. Let's go.
Hold nothing back! Push yourself to your limit and me to mine!
Ooh.
Ha! Still fighting you, I see. Show me your vaunted fortitude. Soon you will know the full extent of my power. Mine for the taking! A test of your reflexes. A test of your reflexes. Have you no rage left for me? No rancor?
Oh my god.
Mine for the taking. A test of your reflexes. Have I overestimated your potential? A test of your reflexes. Ugh. Ah, my soul! How it burns! I know the inferno swelling within you.
Oh. Oh.
Come, let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor. I have you.
Twisted Cetos. Yes.
Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent. Yes, yes! Rise once more! It mustn't end yet! A test of your reflexes! I have you! A test of your reflexes! Show me your vaunted fortitude! Mine for the taking! for the taking! I have you! A test of your reflexes! No, not yet. Not until the last of me is spent.
Yes, keep going!
There! Now fall! This is my moment! Our moment!
Oh, that was so good.
That I should lose again. How disappointing. Never have I understood those around me, understood their obsessions. Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities. But in these fleeting moments, there is a spark, blinding, brilliant. Gone too soon. What of you, my mirror, born into this world, bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure? Was this life a gift? Or a burden? Did you find fulfillment?
Can you hear? Say. Must tend it. When you're... Please.
Someone, and
Please.
you can't leave us. Not like this. If you do, I'll never forgive you. So come on. Open your eyes and get up.
Are you with us? Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought... After what you've done, you're the last person to be asking that. You... How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is the pain? That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening! There's nothing gladdening about this. When Meteion appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came. And when you finally deign to appear, you're within an ilm of your life. Damn you! Damn you for making us worry!
Oh, those were cries of celebration! Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're all alive and in reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once. I hope you're ready.
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see. Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside.
Is it the first?
We're home, my friend. We're home.
God.
Is that? It is! It's the Ragnarok! They're back!
Thank heavens.
Truly.
They've done it!
Welcome home.
Yes!
it's over. Hmm? That's me. No, cute. Oh my god, that was such a good ending. The Xenospire was so good. Oh my god, that ending was so good.
Dearest mother, dearest father, this letter will be the very last that I write to you from the Rising Stones.
Okay, I knew it. Here we go.
As I commit these words to parchment, I fondly recall my journey as a scion. From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days. At the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives. Fought against despair itself, a veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves. Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees, crushed by the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness. By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. And thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth. And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark. Thus believing, I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
There are, Alphino? Everyone is already gathered in the foyer.
My apologies. I'll be right there. At least, that is what the story will be.
Oh, what do you mean by this?
Sorry to keep you all waiting.
What could you possibly have left to do now?
Oh, just a letter.
I imagine it will be a while before we can gather like this again.
So it must be, if we're to keep up appearances. From now on, it falls to the Grand Company of Eorzea and its allies to deal with the realm's crises.
Meanwhile, we shall return to our erstwhile ways. Retreating from plain sight to take our place in the shadows once more.
Indeed. For the foreseeable future, I expect that we must work independently as we seek out problems that want for solving. But a day will come when we face another great challenge, and we will face it together, as we always have.
As much as I look forward to that day, I do hope it doesn't come anytime soon.
Well, formal association or no, if any of you should require my services, you need but ask. I'll be glad to keep my lance arm honed.
I'll hold you to that. So you had better keep your link pearl on hand.
So you really mean to stay, Tataru?
Oh, someone has to keep the Rising Stones in proper order. And even a super-secret organization requires a super-secret base of operations. To the rest of the world, it will be naught more than a workshop for Eorzea's foremost up-and-coming artisan. If you thought our coffers were full to bursting before, just wait till I can devote myself wholly to the crafts.
Plotting to build a mercantile empire to rival that of Lord Lodorito, are we?
I, for one, look forward to your future successes, Tataru. As do I our next meeting.
And with that, I believe it is past time you all made ready to depart. Leave no preparations undone or words unsaid, all right? Now, off with you.
This is exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Oh. Arenvald has pressing matters according to him anyway. A pity he couldn't be here to witness the momentous occasion, though he bids me tell you congratulations. As for me, well, once the Scions disband, I intend to resume my work in Ralger's Reach. I suppose Arenvald will need support in Garabania too, though he would not admit as much. Well, he will have my help whether he wants it or not. Feels a little strange now me link pearl's gone quiet. Since my unique skills are no longer needed for the safety of the star and all that, I'm going to become an adventurer like you, traveling far and wide. I imagine I'll start by heading to Mericidia or the New World. Just need to find myself a ship first. You were but an amateur adventurer when we first met, but look at you now. You've grown into quite the young lass, just as I always knew you would. One might say I ought to settle down in my old age, but seeing you now has set my adventurous spirit ablaze once more. The first journey I set out upon will be a long-awaited hot springs tour with my dear friend Home. There has been naught but chaos since the Telephoroi first appeared. Towers, lunar primals, the Empire, the final days, yet we have weathered it all and lived to see the sunrise on a new day. And now that peace has returned, I can finally resume my travels with my grandfather. Perhaps we'll go first to Kugane to relax in the Bokusin hot springs. That might be nice. Of course, my journey will not simply be for pleasure. I will collect information on the territories I travel. Perhaps I'll visit Naxia via Doma. Go, Mana, don't miss this chance to say a word to each of our friends. After all, you've been through together. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. I can still scarce believe our battle extended to the ends of creation, but seeing the Scion's mission to completion was both an honor and a privilege. As for myself, I spent quite a while away from home, so I think I'll return to Limsa Lominsa for now. And once I get there, my first order of business will be drowning a peat or 3 at the Drowning Wench. The exploits of you and your companions are truly an inspiration to us all. I have never felt more compelled to hone my own skills so that I one day might be able to accomplish such heroic deeds. Artemis means to visit Limsa Lominsa, and I will join him and continue my search. I know not where we will meet again, but please take care of yourself. 'Tis a shame the Scions are disbanding, even if only in name. I still fondly recall the day you granted me my uniform. The memory remains vivid, yet it feels like a lifetime ago. I considered returning to the Adder's Nest, but since I've come this far, I've decided I ought to continue my journey and venture to Carlamald instead. I can't hold a candle to the infamous wandering minstrel, but I thought I might share with the Garleans the tale of your epic deeds. Extend them an olive branch of song, if you will. The salvation Minfilia dreamed for Eorzea comes closer to reality with every step the Scions take. Yes, the world may still be in the throes of change, but it is improving. I see it happening day by day, and I sit here praying that whatever new road you walk will bring you the wonder and joy you deserve. Should you need a rest between your journeys, do come and join me on the terrace for old time's sake. I'm so glad the danger has passed. There was nothing I could do but pray from here, so I was relieved to the point of tears when everyone made it back safely. I imagine we'll have more free time now, so I was thinking I'd study up on healing magic, that I could make myself more useful in the future. My first stop will be the Astrologicum in Ishgard to learn about Charlian astrology. I must follow Osher's lead and continue to hone my skills. We may have accomplished our goal and put it behind us, but my time with the Scions provided memories that will last me a lifetime. What bliss to think I was blessed with a chance to experience such unbridled brotherly love. Ah, but now that Archer has decided to set off without his dear brother, without the two of them together, I fear I might suffer withdrawal. I am so glad I was able to be here this moment. You know, I considered continuing to follow in Hori's footsteps, but I realized it's time to find my own way in life, otherwise I'll never be half the man my brother is. First things first, I'm going to head to Gridania to visit the Conjurer's Guild and the Archer's Guild. I will do my very best to brush up on my skills before I see you again. I still remember the day we sparred together as though it were yesterday. To think how far we have all come since then. Even now I have not abandoned my dream of besting you in single combat, of a friendly nature, of course. Though I clearly do not hold a candle to the warrior of light at present, I shall continue to train diligently, that one day you might consider me an equal. Far too much blood has been spilt and far too many lives lost. Still, I am glad I was able to do something to repay those who showed me a path to the future. Not that our job is over, of course, far from it. There is much that remains to be done before true and lasting peace can be achieved. To that end, Hori and I mean to set off for Corvos. We expect that the tensions between the Garleans and the Corvosi will only flare more with the Empire's fall. Oh, Mana, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. When he came to me and Charlian, I was truly torn, as ever there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that, if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause, and so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words can express the remorse I feel. It's a relief to hear that you say that, thank you. Time and time again, I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the Forum with my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better, and I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Baldician. Through our work, Charlian will strengthen its ties with other nations that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Ojika and our other remaining members. Together, we will continue Grandfather's work. And before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales. And we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. At such times, might you be willing to assist us, not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel the allure for the task itself. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Oh, I should mention that Erenville has kindly agreed to share aught of potential interest he hears from his fellow gleaners. In exchange, we will help him restore the archives to their proper order. With the Exodus abandoned, all items must be returned whence they came, a task no less grueling than their removal. Even now, Ojika assists in the sorting of arcane artifacts. Oh yes, not only is he a skilled administrator, he's also a certified appraiser, specializing in relics from the 5th Astral Era. Despite his qualifications, though, he seems none too keen on the work. I shall have to go and relieve him as soon as I can. Mana, thou hast spoken with our comrades. Though this parting be not forevermore, 'tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow. Akin to a pixie's path, the navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor indeed. For this part, however, the Loperids embark on a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Aetherius. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the Forum, intent on assigning some new beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere that may come to pass, there is much and more each party must learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a cotter of Loperids hath gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. Hydaelyn, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of this star. And 'tis Vanad's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. I did not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend, for it is certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the 7th dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Oft times hath mine retinence caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet, here amongst you, I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus, instead, I do prefer my humble support. Be it unto the deepest abyss or the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder cross stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. I understand that following thy clash with Xenos, the teleportation device thou had discarded fell to thee from on high. To return to thee in such a manner, I did confer with Wolfson in Bluvita, yet they insisted a device was possessed of no such capability. 'Twas a miracle befitting the nature of that place, where emotion becometh tangible reality. Whence then arose this timely wonder, thine ardent wish, or another's fervent prayer? Ah, our champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. That sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours, and the rest of you for that matter. On the mind I trust. Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics or no, I'm impressed by how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Midian defeated, her song of oblivion cut short, the source and holy reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now Reed has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I can ask for no greater gift than that. As for the lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing the travel plans with my travel plans with Urianger as aimless wandering. We have a purpose in our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of the scions on the world stage. You're traveling with Urianger. That's wonderful. There'll never be an end to the little problems that go untended by nations. We will do our best to help out where and when we can. Which I suppose an approach not far removed from aimless wandering when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I am faring well and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stone which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this space, thence to return when our work was done? On the day the scions came together, I only hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Mana, I have a question for you, and imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? I can honestly say the same. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running, and you'll likely get a certain funny talking fortune teller into the bargain. In case you've not heard, the Waking Sands will be converted into a warehouse. We'll be keeping the place free of rats and cobwebs, so it can still serve as an outpost should the need arise. Considering Tatara's ambitions, however, I'd not be surprised if she claimed the lot for her budding empire. Mana, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. What it do to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in case you hadn't heard, we've received new reports detailing the devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the lands surrounding the Bounty, where the sky first began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north, in Garlemald, and the frozen lands beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area in the northern Empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Charlian too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The scions are no longer needed, which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can, of course. As individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alphino. They were among the worst affected and still need all the help they can get. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it easier, though, that I'll curse my weakness. My inability to fix every problem and save every lost soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of our many moments of triumph and the accompanying determined expression. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. And you should hear about me. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm out there somewhere trying my very best. No, I'm not trying to be famous or anything. That being said, the next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved, so don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. Did I forget to mention anything? Ah yes, the Hanish envoy who came to see Estinian also bore a letter from Matsya. He writes that Mevin and the Karasef girl is doing well, and he often goes to visit her. It won't be easy growing up without her parents, but with her fellow villagers watching over her, I dare to hope that she won't want for warmth as she grows up. If you have something to say, then out with it. You talk as if the Scion's dissolution was more than mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me anyway? In any case, I don't want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Aymeric hear about our disbandment that he offered me a position as a guardsman for the Imperium District. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Some days ago, a Hanish envoy arrived with words from Vritra. The worm has requested my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons like as not. In Thavnair, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Medioin. Though it was too late for those who had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge at Sharlayan, most have already returned home, but many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vritra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Sharlayan if they wish to work and study. Vritra was always the satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well, one who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vritra's kin sought release from conflict, so weary were they of the suffering it wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard Sommer didn't give up. In hope he made the journey to distant Aetheris with his clutch of eggs. And though his progeny went on to be embroiled in the conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred and abide in harmony. That is their legacy and their triumph. In my lance I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. Word has it a false deity born in the Tower of Zot has survived and occasionally appears to terrorize the locals. That sounds like a special fate. Those who vanquish the being and present proof at Radzahan will receive a handsome reward, though handsome isn't the word I would use to describe such outlandish garb. But while I'm in Thavnir, perhaps I will acquire a set to send to Aimric in lieu of an answer to his job offer. Let him stand guard, thus attired, and be the talk of the Imperium, if not all Kurthis. Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't, at present, planned on a journey of any great length. Not that I am versed to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I'd been meaning to ask you, something that has been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final day subsided. During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst those memories are certain essential facts, the history of Aetherius and the ancients, glimpses of the Ea, or of their cultures and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in a formal records for wider consumption. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is given shape and interpretation. When we seek to capture it with our words, it is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well-intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity, yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with the potential of corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Yes, I think you should do it. Very well, then. I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Ea and the ancients and so many other wonders. But I am no scribe. It will be less a polished work and more reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. Lise came to visit the other day. She peppered me with questions about the last repercussions of the final days. I took the opportunity to explain our plans to disband, and she understood our reasoning immediately. Once a scion, always a scion, it would seem. She was eager to relive old times and remember old friends, bittersweet memories mayhap, but from the look on her face, the joys outweighed the sorrows. Oh, Mana, might you have a moment to talk? With the scion stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Krau, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Baldesion. Not only am I indebted to Master Galeth for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would have never met you, never become the caretaker of the tower, never become a scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps, mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've ever experienced before. Whenever you have time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. Do you recall, in the realm of the Omnicrons, when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? While 'tis true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams. In the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. It needn't be some grand endeavor, or need it be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Without a second thought. Ha! I'll hold you to that. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omnicrons somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands that will never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find a new purpose, a new dream. For if the crystal can hold fast to dreams, why not Omnicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word, and should a commission of interest come my way, you will be the first to know. By the way, have you spoken with Bayul of late? Some days ago, they appeared to me in a dream. Of the sleeping persuasion, that is. All is well in the first, they bade me tell you. When I asked why not tell them yourself, they unleashed a giant ravenous beavers on me. Have you perchance done something to incur their ire? Mana, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as father has been tending the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I am able. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlian. Both Alice and I are off to assist with Garlemald's recovery, you see. Though uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation, we cannot well leave the capital in its present state. We will rejoin those members of the Ilsabard contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helm the relief effort, with support from our allies, the people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the temperate across the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Licinia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because of the truth in Lord Quintus's words. The truth that, whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces, and though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, that we might help them to begin anew. By all means, so glad would I be for your visit, and I believe I speak for Alice as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me in the good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None can possibly keep count. The world is changing, and will continue to do so, yet no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you, in good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and a dear friend both. Thank you, Mana, from the bottom of my heart. I have been keeping Arenvald abreast of the situation in letters, but unfortunately he could not be here today. When it is convenient for both of us, we should pay him a visit. Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. With your permission, then. Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling us, in my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next we meet. Be well. And that's it. And it's over. But there's one more cutscene, right?
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania, there is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Sharlayan before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Rads at Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge her plans.
Quite right.
Indeed.
Fair point.
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
I didn't really want this to be over, so yeah,
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal. And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night, the beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as she foretold.
Oh. That's...
We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium.
Okay. Okay.
Ah, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
I'm in, Elidibus, I'm in. I am very, very in. You have completed the main scenario quest Endwalker. Quests to unlock new content have become available in Old Sharlayan. Additionally, you may now enter the dead ends with a party of NPC avatars. Yes. Rest well, champion of Aetherius. For many more adventurers await you. And that's it. That was Endwalker. So, I need to get my composure a little bit because I did end up becoming a bit of a mess at the end there, especially some conflicting opinions of the final boss. I think conflicting is absolutely how I would describe Endwalker. I think Endwalker has some really high highs, but also some really low lows. And it's hard for me to judge it because the good is amazing. It's really, really good. But there's a lot of stuff I take issue with in the plot. I love the characters. The characters are done really well. I think the plot is sloppy in a lot of parts. And that's my opinion of Endwalker. And this concludes my videos. I hope you enjoyed them. Until next time, bye. Just kidding. Hello again, it's me, Mana, from the future. Thank you so much for watching my Endwalker videos. I hope you enjoyed them. I certainly had a lot of fun making them. If you're unaware, I originally recorded my Endwalker reaction when Endwalker launched, and that was back in December of 2021. So that's right, this playthrough is actually a year old already. My, how time flies. As you can imagine, being that it's been a year since I played Endwalker, I've had a lot of time to think about the story, and sure enough, some of my thoughts and feelings of the story have changed since I originally recorded my reaction. I would like to make another video to discuss how I feel about Endwalker now that a year has passed, but I'm not going to attach it to this video. This video is done, this video is concluded. But if you're interested in that, there should be another video soon where I discuss all of that. As for the future of this channel, to be honest, I had a lot more fun putting these videos together than I thought I would, and I would like to continue making them. I'm still very, very new to editing and making videos, and well, these videos are a little bare bones, but I'm hoping to do more and more and learn as I grow and make more videos for the content that I love. So if you enjoyed my Endwalker playthrough, I hope you enjoy the future videos I make. As for what's next for my reaction videos, I have recorded my playthroughs of patches 6.1 and 6.2. If you're interested, Pandemonium Part 1 is already up on my channel. I also have the MSQ for 6.1 and 6.2 recorded, as well as Pandemonium Part 2 and Myths of the Realm Part 1. So all of that is recorded, just needs to be edited down, and I will be uploading it very, very soon. And if we're lucky, after that, starting with 6.3, I'll be able to upload my reactions while they're current. That would be wonderful. So, once again, thank you so much for watching my videos, and I hope you enjoyed them. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.